Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You can check out your other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't for the next person. We're going to be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the week ahead. See what you guys could be currently dealing with, as well as what you can expect. Get some insight with some guidance, and overall see what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are interested, you can follow me over on my Instagram at JadeStoneTarot, and let's get right into this reading, starting off with some Moonology cards. Okay, so messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Okay, this deck really doesn't want to shuffle, so I think it's ready. Messages for wow. Okay, give me a second. Messages for... Damn, okay, what you got here? We got adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Okay. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, the next 7 days. What messages do my Capricorns need to hear? We also have your commitment is being tested. Oh, interesting. And that's first quarter moon, so we got quarter moons over here. Oh, geez, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sag. So we are actually approaching Saggy season very soon. We're also approaching eclipse season, so get ready for that. At the bottom of the deck, we have nothing as yet set in stone, mutable moon. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus, and we also have be bold and make the first move. You're very close to achieving your goal. Okay, so right now you guys might be going through some tests, testing to see where you're at on your journey, what still is yet to be learned, and what new things are going to come in. So basically right now it's looking like as if you're needing to make some sort of adjustment regarding some sort of commitment, whether it's regarding your relationship, your career, your studies, yourself, whatever it is that you are trying to commit to. It might be a bit of a challenge. There might be some challenges that you're facing, and it's requiring you to make some sort of adjustment. I really love this card. It's so pretty. And so it's just like, it's important that you guys, while making these adjustments, you look at the bigger picture. There might be something that you're not quite seeing just yet. And it's also important to keep in mind that right now, nothing is set in stone. Lots of pieces of the puzzle are moving, okay? So yes, there's a lot of uncertainty and not quite knowing what's around the corner or what you can expect, what's going to happen a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. Nothing's yet set in stone. So that's why it's important that you guys come up with a plan and be strategic and get clear with what it is that you want and how are you going to get there and what adjustments do you need to make so that you can be the most successful. And you're maybe needing to step out of your comfort zone and be bold, make some sort of move, make some sort of adjustment, be confident in yourself is what I want to say. Okay, you take that jump, look at cardinal moon, right? We are a cardinal sign, Capricorn, and then we have you're very close to achieving your goal. And also underneath that, I gotta point it out, personal issue reaches resolution. So some sort of struggle or commitment or just a test that you've been dealing with or you've been tested this week, it's going to lead to some sort of conclusion or resolution, okay? And you're getting very, very much closer to achieving some sort of goal. It's just being tested right now to see, like, how bad do you want this? Okay? So really interesting energy right off the bat. You could be dealing with a Saggy, Taurus, cardinal sign, whatever, Cancerian, okay? Doesn't really matter. I just wanted to point out to those zodiac signs. Whew, and it's kind of hot in here all of a sudden. It's really, maybe it's just me, but all of a sudden I just got like super hot, like head to toe, and that's not usual because normally I'm really cold, especially as like we're approaching colder weather. Man, I was so cold this morning, so like I don't know why I'm like suddenly really warm, but okay, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna pull a couple animal oracle messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Just looked at my clock, it's 444, so I love the synchronicities. Maybe you've seen 444, maybe 4 might be relevant in this reading. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. What messages do my Capricorns need to hear? Any insight, wisdom, guidance, please, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Any messages for Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? What's going on? Please show me clearly. Any animal oracle messages for Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Venus for the upcoming week? We got the sea serpent. Ooh, okay, spirit energy coming through. So some of you maybe recently found yourself in a cycle, or you're becoming aware of like a cycle that you've been on. Maybe this is regarding your emotions, or like an emotional situation, or a relationship of some sort. Oh, mother relationship, that just came through, because this does represent the mother in this card. This is a very like motherly, protective energy. Maybe something to do with your mother. Maybe there's like a cycle going on here. You're becoming aware of like, even like how you were raised, or like something, a cycle that you found yourself in, or like certain tendencies that you have that stem from a certain like parental figure, and becoming aware of that. That's the thing with this Scorpio season. Scorpio season did not come here to play. This is a very transformative time for the collective. It's going to bring epiphanies and bring things to the surface for us to become aware of. And it is bringing healing. So it's like, it goes from 0 to 100. There's no, you need to find a balance, because it can get overwhelming. It can get intense at times, okay? But to look at the bigger picture, always remember, look at the bigger picture, right? When we're looking at things so up close, it's like, I can't see, right? I can't see. You gotta look at the bigger picture. Okay, messages for Capricorn. We got, oh my god, the cosmic motherfucking egg. So we got 2 spirit cards coming out. You guys, there are only 7 of these cards in this entire deck. And this is like, 64 cards, I think. So we got 2 spirit energies coming through. Yeah, you guys are going through some big ol' changes, okay? Big changes. Okay, we got the whale. We also have the mouse and the stingray. So I will keep these cards, but we got a lot going on here. A lot to talk about. And dragonfly at the bottom. Perception, perspective is really everything, changes everything. You do have some sort of choice to make over here. Zebra, dragonfly, zebra, and shark. So, golden egg! Okay, but like this is like behind all these cards. And we have a lot to talk about, so I'm gonna just leave that there, okay? We have a lot to talk about, so I'm just gonna leave it with these cards. So yeah, definitely the energy of diving deep. Whale did come out in Virgo's reading. You may have Virgo in your chart, strong Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You may want to listen to their reading. It was, I don't even remember what it was about. All I remember is the tower came out, and it was like, damn. It was like talk about change and shit like that, and like new beginnings. So maybe if you have Virgo, you might want to listen to their reading. But definitely looks like you guys may be at a crossroad right now, or some sort of, again, the need to make some sort of change is necessary, but you're focusing on like the itty bitty details, and you're needing to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. That is literally the mouse. The main message of the mouse is to step back and look at, broaden the horizon, not narrow the horizon and be just like stuck on this one point. Like, I have to be right there. It's like, no, like broaden your viewpoint. Be more open, be more flexible, not like my way or the highway. There might be other ways that take you to better options or better opportunities, right? But it's requiring you to step out of your comfort zone, or to make some sort of change or adjustment, and to let go of like the need to always have control over the situation, or having control over the outcome, because maybe there's something better that you're just not aware of. It's like, nope, I just want this. This is all I want. That's it. But it's like, there might even be something better. But since you're so stuck on just having this one thing, it's not even coming in, because you're holding on too tight. You're needing to loosen the grip. Is kind of what I'm saying here, okay? This stingray does talk about this path that you're on. Like, you're at a crossroad and you have some sort of choice to make. And maybe it's a bit of a struggle to make this choice, because it may influence others, or maybe the opinions of others are getting in the way, or have you second guessing yourself. Maybe you're feeling a little bit afraid or fearful. The mouse can be a bit of like this jittery, kind of scared energy, and it's like you guys need to be confident and grounded in yourselves. Because, mouses, they're very like timid, they're very scared, they move very quickly. And it's important that you guys just move at a nice, slow, steady pace. You don't need to rush into anything, or to feel like pressure from other people to make certain decisions. I know you could be feeling that, but it's important that you guys like try to take that off your plate, okay? and take as long as you need, okay? Because I do feel like you guys are going through massive changes or massive shifts internally, and that's also reflecting externally in your life, in your relationships, in your environments, things like that. And so, yeah, with this whale, you guys might be feeling a lot more sensitive than usual. You might be doing a lot of that inner work, diving deep and expressing a lot of this uncomfortable feelings and like this unknown territory, or, you know, recognizing things that maybe you kind of kept in this deep, dark, hidden place that you weren't aware of, or maybe you suppress these emotions, certain feelings, but maybe it's coming to the surface for you to fully transform. Yeah, it's like becoming aware of a cycle, seeing it for what it is, acknowledging certain feelings, and transforming it. I also feel like there is this heavy protective energy either around you, or maybe you're protective over yourself, or especially when it comes to vulnerability, it's like you don't really share that with many people. You're very select of who you share this vulnerable state. Wait, what, does it make sense? Yeah, this vulnerable state that you could be in. Because let's be real, there's a lot of like this emotional energy. We got the whale, stingray, sea serpent, they're all very watery. Okay, so yeah, pretty intense. We're gonna look into these cards, get some details as to what's happening here. I want to look into the stingray and see like what this choice could be about, or what this crossroad could be about, or like getting some more details, because it does seem like there's some sort of choice or decision that you're needing to make, and it's going to keep coming up for you to decide on like what you're going to do or how you're going to handle a situation. Have you learned your lesson? Are you ready to move to the next step? Well, you're being tested, right? Your commitment is being tested. Have you truly learned your lesson, or are you going to go back to the start and start all over and try again? Or are you going to pass to the next grade? Are you going to fail the grade and repeat it, or are you going to move to the next level, you know? Kind of like that. It's like final exam time, everybody. Did you pass? Are you ready for the next step, or do you need to take the entire course and learn that lesson until like it's 100% learnt? Been there, done that, you know? So tell me about the stingray. Tell me about the stingray for Capricorn, summonizing Venus for the week ahead. Tell me about the stingray for Capricorn, summonizing Venus for this week ahead. Oh, that didn't come out for a reason. Okay, tell me about the stingray for Capricorn. Sheesh. Ace of Cups. So this might even be about a relationship or a commitment. We have the Queen of Pentacles, your energy coming through. Judgment. Yeah, what did I say? Final call. It's exam time, baby. Are you ready for the next step? Are you ready for the next level, the next grade? Or do you need to go back and redo it and learn more because you're not quite ready, you know, at the gate? Are you ready to pass, or do you need to learn a little bit more? Tell me about, wow, the world did try to come out there. Tell me about, okay, sheesh, the Three of Cups, celebration. Okay, I like that a lot. Ace of Swords. Let's get one more. Five of Cups. Okay, so there's a lot of different energies. We got some happy times, celebrations, good times, and then we also have this heaviness. Oh, wow. Five of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Chariot, and the Sun. Okay, so see, there's like a lot of like range of energy. Like I literally said, it goes from 0 to 100 with the Sea Serpent. It's like some days you're feeling on top of the world and you're feeling really good, really confident, really happy, and then other days you feel so heavy and blue and miserable and just like, oh, you know, that could be kind of this energy, because like we go from woo, I'm celebrating, have a good time, to oh damn, I don't know where I'm doing, I don't know where I'm going, what do I need to do, I'm feeling confused, I'm feeling lost, I'm feeling lonely, oh my god, I feel so loved, I feel so happy, I feel like I finally know where I'm going, where like there's such like a confliction in the energy over here. And so kind of feeling a little bit lost in the current and feeling like unsure, like not really being able to see the bigger picture. They're just so caught up with so many different things. It's like, damn. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to break this down because it is a little bit confusing, but maybe that's just where you're at. Maybe you're really just feeling confused with where you're at. Some days are better than others, right? Some days are good, some days are rough. I mean, collectively, a lot of people I know, and even myself, have felt this energy for a while, but we're all in it together. You're not alone. It's so important that you remember to stay grounded despite all these things that you're going through, all these waves of emotions, right? Because the Ace of Cups doesn't always talk about relationships. Of course it can, but this can be talking about your own emotions, right? The overflow, and it could be overwhelming at times. That's why it's so important that you guys remain grounded throughout all these feelings that are coming up for you to digest. Now, with Judgment coming out, this does bring up things from your past, the lessons that you've learned, memories, and opportunities to show what you really know. And so there could be new things coming through here. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, new relationships, new mindsets, communication, messages, right? We do have these birds, messengers, communication, a little love bird, a little messenger, okay? Even in the Queen of Pentacles, there's another bird, right? Birds are known for speech and communication. Even in this Three of Cups, all these birds, right? Lots of like chatter, lots of communication or opportunities for you to show what you know. And so as you're looking back at some things from your past, right, this relating to the sea serpent, cosmic egg, the whale, you know, needing to look at the bigger picture and even looking back at the past and what you've gone through with a different mindset that you have today. Whereas where you were a few months ago, a few years ago, you have changed. You've grown drastically. And so as you look back at certain things, healing is taking place and you are seeing things differently. And so, like, what's this choice about? This choice. What is this choice about? What is this choice about? What was at the bottom? Hold on. Because the Stingray is, like, all about choices, right? So, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, the Chariot, and the Sun. This is, and the Wheel of Fortune. Sheesh. Okay, so basically the choice you have is like, are you ready for the next step, or do you still need to mourn and kind of digest what you've gone through? Are you ready? Are you feeling mentally ready, emotionally ready for this next step in this journey, or do you need to just kind of sit off on the sidelines for a little bit, right? Because there's still some things that you're trying to process, still some things that you're uncovering and digesting and understanding, and there's still some adjustments that need to be made. But once you do that, boom, movement, major movements. So right now it's kind of like you're at a crossroad. You either stay with where you're at right now and maybe just sit and you wait as long and take as much time as you need, and then you decide, okay, I'm gonna go left, I'm gonna go right, or you have the choice to just move forward now. But it depends on like where you're at, if you're feeling ready, if you have the energy, etc., etc. Also, like if you are clear with what you want, or if you're still trying to figure shit out with the 3 of Wands, right? Focusing a lot on your future, focusing on where you're going, where you're headed, what is it that you're trying to move towards, what are your goals, what do you hope for the future, things like that. And then moving towards it with the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Like this is moving towards your happiness, moving towards positive change. But there needs to be some sort of adjustment here. We don't go from the 5 of Pentacles to the Sun, like, unless it's being like illumination, like illuminating things within you that, but like, again, I've already kind of said that. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. Like, this is what's coming down in the near future, but there's still some things that need to be acknowledged, or some adjustments that are needed to be made, right? Your commitment's being tested. This is coming, right? But there's still some things that need to be kind of cleaned up, siding up the loose ends, that kind of stuff, okay? Damn. Okay, so let's look into the Whale. Tell me about the Whale for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Tell me about the Whale for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Tell me about the Whale. Oh, 8 of Wands trying to fall right out. Definite movement. Tell me about the Whale for Capricorn. Page of Wands, backside. I always see this as like a choice, right? Look at this. A choice. The Phoenix in this card, right? A choice. Are you ready for the next step? Are you ready to burn bridges with the past and let it be as it is and surrender? Or are you still like trying to figure out why this happened and why this went wrong? Or do you finally understand the lesson and you're ready for the next step? Ready? Like I said at the very beginning, it's that final exam. Are you going to pass or are you going to fail? That is a choice you have to make. Because exams, right? We have the time to prepare, to study. You get me? Okay. And then we have the strength coming out, Leo energy. So this does require a lot of strength, especially when it comes to unlearning or healing and doing the work. It requires so much strength. And you don't have to go through this alone. Some of you have been going on this journey by yourself, maybe pushing people away, right? Like I said at the beginning of the reading, some of you are very like select with who you're vulnerable with or who you share this depth with, but it's like possibly needing to open up a bit more. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It really is your strength showing through. Your bravery. Let's see what else needs to come out for the whale. Ace of Pentacles, opportunity over here, I'm telling you. Many, many doors opening for you. Let's see, anything else regarding the whale? The Capricorn, try the whale. The sun, there we go. Backside of the sun. I do feel like, notice the wall over here. It's like you're very protective over yourself. Or like I said, you're very careful of who you let into your space. You're very like very selective. Not everybody can come into my sacred space. This deepness, this depth. You don't share that with everybody. And that's fair, right? Anything else regarding the whale for Capricorn? Anything else for Capricorn? Okay. 5 of Swords and the 9 of Wands came out like this. So some of you are really used to like people leaving you or not showing up. Like words mean one thing, but actions speak so much louder. And so it's like people were like, oh, I'm always here for you, always here for you. But then they never show up. And so it's like, fuck it, I'll do it myself, right? Like literally the top of the deck, we have the 3 of Pentacles. He's holding a box. Normally the 3 of Pentacles is like collaboration and working together as a team. This is the backside. It's like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. I'll move this box on my own. I don't need nobody. That's kind of the energy I feel from this. It's like some of you are just like kind of like in this lone wolf energy, and it's like with this 9 of Wands, the backside of the 9 of Wands, it's like accepting help, reaching out when you need a helping hand, not being afraid to ask for support. Some of you are so used to going on things by yourself alone because you've been so used to being like let down or disappointed, and so you're like, you don't even put yourself in those situations to end up being hurt or disappointed, so you're like, fuck it, I'll do it myself, right? But with this 9 of Pentacles, right, work on your confidence, your health, your wellness, but this 9 of Wands backside, she's extending like a helping hand, like, let me help you. And so some of you, maybe there's this opportunity presenting itself this week, like someone's reaching out to give you support, and maybe you're accepting it, or you're being a little bit more open to receiving support from others, right? You like that you don't have to go through this alone. I love the sun in this card too. It's very intense energy, but I like it. I feel like you're very protective over yourself and also just protect in general. So at the bottom, real quick, we have, oh wow, yeah, the 10 of Wands. Definitely you guys feeling very burdened, very heavy. 7 of Swords, Hermit, backside of the 5 of Wands. Yeah, like there's been a lot of struggles that you've been dealing with, or, you know, lots of tests that you've been facing. And it's just like one thing after another, just like a bunch of hurdles. It's like this energy that you've been in, it's reaching a peak so that you can be free from it. So it's like, after the volcano erupts, it leads to a lot of fertility and new growth and volcanic ground or whatever. I don't know the proper term for that. Don't quote me. I don't study rocks. But it's extremely fruitful, and that's why so many farmers have their farmland near the volcanoes. Although it's risky, it also is really good for the plants. I don't know. But don't quote me. But what was my point? Shit, you guys. I don't know. I was going to say something about how that there's an opportunity coming through from these struggles that you've been facing. And it's also helping you, like, open up to people or those that you trust, sharing your vulnerability, and also sharing your wisdom. But it's like, yeah, like, definite, like, test that you're going through. It's just, it's a lot. It's intense. And you know, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, feeling a little bit burdened. That's why it's so important that you don't be afraid to ask for help when you need some help or support, or just like a hug when you need that extra support, that extra love, you know? Let me look into the sea serpent for Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Page of Pentacles coming right out. Opportunity for personal healing and growth. We also have the Four of Wands, stability, happiness, and even partnership. Oh, King of Pentacles coming out. I like that. Kind of the Sea Serpent for Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Venus, the Devil, and the King of Cups backside. Bottom of the deck, Chariot, the Moon, Four of Pentacles, the Star backside. Okay, there's been some hidden things that you've suppressed that you're needing to work through releasing. Holding on to things that no longer serve you. Grudges, sadness, anger, resentment. Healing needs to take place, even forgiveness. And that is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. But for some, it's like you're really working through letting that go. We also have this new moon, kind of eclipse energy over here, which we are approaching eclipse season. So get ready for that. Maybe some themes that will be coming up for you guys. Then we have the Chariot and also the Magician, right? So movement towards your manifestations. But in order to get to that, you have some healing, some releasing, some adjustments that are needed, right? Again, kind of what I've been saying is just like repeating myself. So we have the Devil, but the Devil with the King of Cups backside. This is something that you've been suppressing or ignoring or avoiding, but because you've been avoiding it, it's leading to this block, or like I said, that 0 to 100. Like there's not a balance in your emotions when it comes to certain things. Like some things you just get easily triggered by, and you may have no really reason why, but it just really fucks you up or something. I don't know. But there's this need to work through this. Like this is being brought to your attention, and it's something that you're working through, or you're needing to work through releasing. Even like being vulnerable, right? Look at how she's got no top on, titties all out, right? She's vulnerable as fuck, right? And so it requires you to be vulnerable, whether it's with yourself, whether it's with others. But at the end of the day, as long as if you can be honest with yourself and come clean about even the deepest, darkest shit that you wouldn't want a single soul to know, as long as you can be honest with yourself, then that's all that matters. Because then you can, like, you recognize you have the power to change and make a difference / do things differently if you are willing to acknowledge those things. But sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we really let our ego, our pride get in the way, and we're like, no, I could never. No, that's not how I feel. But deep down, you're lying to yourself about something. Maybe you're lying like, oh no, I'm over it, I moved on, I let it go, I don't care. But deep down, you know that's not the truth. But you have been avoiding it. Your back is turned away from your deep emotions, right? We got the dolphin, a dolphin, whale, very similar deep energies. But he has his back turned to the dolphin, right? And so the longer you keep your back turned to this thing that you've been avoiding, the longer you're going to be chained to this. And the more difficult it's going to be releasing yourself, breaking away from this. And this is your energy coming through, Capricorn. So, I'm just saying, but there is the opportunity here, right? Clarifying the sea serpent, there is the opportunity to look at these things, to acknowledge, to feel, to express, to, do the deep diving. And it's not going to happen overnight. Like I said, it's going to be an ongoing process. And it would probably benefit you having support around you. But you put in the work and you come out a winner. Supported, feeling lighter, feeling freer, feeling happier. I love the sun in this card coming through. Feeling more grounded, more certain, more confident. Like this is the outcome kind of energy, right? Same with that Chariot, the sun, the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, right? That's on the other side. You just have to make some adjustments and acknowledge certain things that maybe you've been avoiding or you haven't fully quite yet processed. But once you do that, then boom, you pass to the next level. You're ready for the next step. But you just like move at your own pace, right? It doesn't have to be done overnight. Even like just taking the baby steps. That's all that matters. But then Cosmic Egg, boom, baby. Cycle is complete. So let's take a little look into the Cosmic Egg real quick. I'm running out of time here. And then I'll grab a fairy message to wrap this thing up. But yeah, it's like you guys recognizing the power that you really do have. Although it's painful and uncomfortable, this is where the change happens. change does not happen in your comfort zone, right? You can't expect change if you're doing the same old shit. It's unfortunately, right? How nice would that be? But no, you gotta face your fears, face what makes you feel uncomfortable, look at the bigger picture, be bold, make that first move, and then change follows through. All right, Cosmic Egg, thank you. 8 of Pentacles, put in that work, put in the work, show up, facing these things, working on bettering yourself and not giving up, even during the times that are hard or difficult or challenging, right? Recognizing you got this. And believing in yourself, you know? We have the King of Swords coming out. Let's see what else needs to come out for the Cosmic Egg for Capricorn. We got the Moon. Yeah, allowing yourself to be vulnerable. And not letting your kindness... See, that's the thing. It's like not allowing your kindness to be taken for weakness, right? You can be vulnerable. You can share these deep parts of yourself. But you're again, very careful of who you give that to. And you're not going to be taken advantage of. Page of Cups. I feel like you're really going to be honoring your emotions. Recognizing that your feelings are not a weakness. It's really more like finding your strength. And being respected for it. Like something about even just like your energy is changing. Let me see, is there anything else for the Cosmic Egg before we wrap this up? High Priestess. Sheesh. More Piscean energy. Some of you may have strong Piscean placements. Could be connecting to Piscean. I'm really just feeling like honoring your divine feminine, your feminine energy. We all carry masculine and feminine energies, doesn't matter what you identify yourself as, but really like honing in and honoring your emotional side or your feminine side and not feeling ashamed or not feeling like you have to suppress it, or even like for my men out there, right? Oh, real men don't cry, suck it up. Like, no. That is bullshit. Everyone has emotions, everyone has feelings. You have every right to cry or be angry or be upset, or you have every reason, and no one should tell you otherwise. And you guys find in your strength, like, yeah, you know, I can cry too. Like, it's so stupid, but at the same time, it's like what society has programmed to keep that inward and not being able to really figure out how to process your emotions the right way, right? So just like suppress it, or you get angry, or like whatever, right? Really like unlearning those habits and those tendencies and figuring out like, hey, it's okay to express these things or to be vulnerable or be more open. Like, it's just like, wow, that's massive. That is round of applause, like worthy. Like, that's just like lots of growth happening here. So hopefully my messages are making sense. I'm kind of like rambling, y'all. Like, got a lot to say. Who knows? All right, any fairy messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus to wrap up this reading? Any fairy messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? Any fairy messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? Fairy messages, please. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, that's okay. That's too many, and it kind of was me. Any fairy messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? Thank you very much. We have the Fairy Godmother, number 25. Oh, I love the little owl peeping through in the corner. So this is really like talking about trusting your intuition and knowing that you are so protected. Your ancestors around you, protecting, guiding you, helping you, aiding you, and also just like experiences this week. Like, you know when sometimes you cross paths with strangers, like absolute strangers, but like they're almost like a real life, or like a, like a, what am I saying? Oh my god, like an angel walking on earth. Like they just happened to be at the right place at the right time and like said something or offered this kindness to you that just like was the perfect thing, the best thing that you needed at that very moment. Like this fairy grandmother energy kind of represents that. This does talk about certain lessons that we need to go through that help aid us on our journey, to help push us down a certain path that's for a bigger picture that we just don't see. Again, look at the bigger picture. You may not see the full picture right now, But with time, in hindsight, you'll look back at what you're going through and understand why this needed to happen. This can talk about unexpected gifts that you might receive, even if it's something small, but yet it still is so meaningful, or a kind gesture, or just something that lights your heart up. It's a really beautiful energy, and I think that this really lightens this heaviness that you've been going through. So I do feel like there's something that's coming to you this week that's gonna kind of like lighten the load or make things feel a little bit better. And that's the fairy godmother for you. They really trust your intuition, of course, right? Notice little crescent moon, and even the owl does talk about your intuition. And this is just like, especially owls, they're known to be like good luck, a good omen, or just like a good sign. So expect some sort of good sign, or even if it's from this reading, like good sign that there's positive things coming your way. There's just some adjustments that are needed. There's some things that you may need to acknowledge or feel. You are being tested right now, and it's so important that you remain grounded and you really just ride out the waves and you acknowledge what comes up, feel what comes up instead of suppressing it or pushing it away. Feel it. If you want to talk about it with someone, do so. It might really benefit you, but there is opportunities coming out of this, or there's a reason why this is happening that you may not see right now, but you might be becoming aware of like this bigger picture, or realizing that this is for the sake of your own good. Okay? You might not understand it right now, but one day you will. Okay, Capricorn? So that's what I got for you guys for this weekly reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you guys are interested, you can follow me over on my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot, and I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.